Mr. Chairman, distinguished heads of state and government, distinguished ministers, Executive Secretary of SADC, Excellencies, distinguished guests. It is a great pleasure for me to be in Mauritius on my first overseas visit. The theme of the last CHOGM in Kampala was transforming societies, and this society has indeed transformed itself enormously in the past years. I am also delighted to be in the SADC environment with this record of collective striving and enlightened regionalism, and of which the overwhelming majority of members belong to the Commonwealth. Indeed, SADC is our largest sub-regional constituency. Mr. Chairman, this may be the only sub-regional organization, to the best of my knowledge, that has development in its name and was established to give a boost to development among its members as the clear objective. It is a dynamic part of the world with some fast-growing economies. It has also shown its ability to deal with conflict situations. This region played an important role in the establishment of NEPAD and APRM, and the Commonwealth has worked with SADC ever since its inception. We are here not as a donor organization, but as a strategic partner. With its 53 members across the globe, the Commonwealth accounts for nearly a third of the world's population, a quarter of its nations, and more than one-fifth of global trade and environment. We offer access to a network of shared institutions, systems, and a common language in senses more than one, and of shared values and concerns. We can act at the international scale, as in trade and environment and encouraging global concord. We can act at the regional scale, for instance, with SADC, ECOWAS, PIF, CARICOM, and support to the ACP in the economic partnership agreements with the EU or the Hubs and Spokes Trade Facilitation Program. We can act at the national scale and have been engaged with member states for decades. This conference has two keywords: poverty and development. Poverty is the persistent scandal of our times. Nearly 750 million Commonwealth citizens live below the poverty line. Therefore, development is the primary imperative of our times. The world's leaders declared it as such in 2000, at the start of the millennium, when they set themselves the goals of the MDGs. We share many development concerns: the ravages of HIV/AIDS, the loss of critical human resources like teachers and healthcare workers, international market access for commodities, environmental degradation, and now the emerging crisis of food security. The Commonwealth, too, has two key words, the two pillars of its strategic plan: democracy and development. Development is a common objective of our two organizations, but all these themes are inherently linked. Development is not development if it leaves poverty behind. But democracy and development are also intertwined, on which the Commonwealth sponsored an important report. Development and socio-economic transformation will advance if they are at heart democratic and are underpinned by institutions of good governance. Development includes giving people a genuine voice and choice, making the poor and marginalized feel part of the mainstream, leveling imbalances, and addressing injustices. And if our political, economic, and social goal is coherent, comprehensive, and inclusive, it has to go beyond reducing income poverty and just the low income and low consumption phenomenon. It has to encompass poor education, health, sanitation, nutrition, and other basic indicators and areas of human development. It also includes powerlessness, voicelessness, vulnerability, and fear, as well as gender inequality and environment degradation. These different aspects of poverty are mutually reinforcing. Progress in human development has lagged behind that in reducing income poverty. For development to be achieved and poverty alleviated, it is well recognized that there must be global partnership that brings together the developed and developing countries. The Monterey Consensus was a compact. It was reinforced again in 2005, the year of G8 Gleneagles and the Commission for Africa. In this compact, the developing world would develop its own strategies to beat poverty, coherent strategies, unified coordination mechanisms, and evaluation mechanisms, and accountability in their own systems in the use of resources. The developed world committed itself to assist that process through resources. It agreed to use as its tools aid, bigger volumes, better coordination, less conditionality, debt, and trade. We are struggling in these areas. The indicators are that in 2008, halfway to the 2015 MDG deadline, those goals still seem very remote and difficult to achieve within the stipulated time frame. Many developing countries have done well, including here in the SADC region, and have made genuine efforts to move forward. But others remain mired in difficulty and have begun to lose hope. The developed world, by and large, is yet to fully live up to its part of the compact. The conference aims to move both further forward. For SADC, it seeks two results: an agreement of a SADC regional poverty reduction framework and the creation of a SADC poverty observatory. For the developed world, it seeks one outcome: renewed pledges to provide enough resources to tip the balance. What value can the Commonwealth add? The Commonwealth is at work on all your challenges at the national level with projects in a range of areas, including governance of public institutions, SME support to expand gainful employment, public-private partnerships to create synergies, HIV/AIDS review of national strategies. The Commonwealth is at work on all your regional challenges: climate change through the Lake Victoria Action Plan, urbanization through COM Habitat Program, raising food quality and safety standards, mainstreaming of gender policies in politics, in business, in society at large, and empowering and harnessing the energy of youth, of which the Commonwealth Regional Center is based in a SADC member country. The Commonwealth is at work beyond the SADC region, advocating on its behalf global multilateral trade deals, global approaches to the environment, richer countries committing ODA at the promise rate of 0.7% of GNP. The Commonwealth has convening power in helping you bring together the three partners in domestic development: government, the private sector, the business forum at our summits, the civil society, the People's Forum at our summits. All are collaborative partners. It nourishes each and is strongest as a force for democracy and enlightened governance, embracing and being beyond elections, democratic institutions, lively civil societies, free media, into the real, deep-set culture of democracy and participative governance and polity, and especially, I repeat, in the advancement of women and young people. Mr. Chairman, we in the Commonwealth look forward to working with our partners in SADC to take forward our shared objectives to eradicate poverty and promote development, to reach the fulfillment our societies are aspiring to. We also hope to learn a lot, as we already have. Thank you, sir.